Alright, hello everybody.
Hi everyone.
Welcome back to the channel and part 2 of our Botswana / Namibia overlanding adventure. Right, the last time you saw us, we just finished up at Senyati and we are headed to
Namibia.
Alright, we're headed into Namibia to Rupara Bush Lodge or Rest Camp, I believe.
Yeah.
But first we're going to stop off in Kaziikini, do some top-ups, some grocery shopping, and then we headed to Rupara. Right, so we'll probably see you guys again at the border.
Exciting times.
Right, we have made it to Ngoma border post. This is the Botswana side. You can see they had quite a lot of rain last night. A lot of gravel and sand and stuff washed down here. We've already made it through immigrations and customs. Just waiting for my folks. They quickly ran to the loo and then it is for Namibia. Right, lovely day today, nice and sunny. The Namibian border was a bit more chaotic. Not in a bad sense though, it's just a bit more of a slow process, but entering a country in general is more of a slow process than exiting. They're more than happy to have you leave and they have to check everything to make sure you can enter. But yeah, so we are in Namibia now. We are headed for Kaziikini, Pick and Pay, and then for Rupara Rest Camp. Excited. We're having an exciting time. Half an hour into Namibia, look at it. We just had to buy shopping and now we still gotta pack the shopping into the caravan, but look at it. Okay, I'm going. I'm already wet, so I might as well.
Okay.
As je handen zit.
Ek bring.
Alsjeblieft. Joh. Wat fris heb ik geswemmen hier.
Ek weet, dis popnat.
Good morning all. So we spent our first night at Rupara, and what a little place. Look at this. This is our campsite. We didn't do much filming when we got here yesterday, as it was still raining. It was a full day of rain yesterday, but this morning seems to be a little bit calmer. It's still cloudy, lots of dew that came down, but yeah, this is our campsite. Let me show you guys around. The ranger is nice and dirty after all of the mud bogging we did yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, absolutely stunning little corner we've got here to ourselves, and doesn't seem to be very busy here because we were literally the only people and campers here yesterday, which in my opinion is always great fun. Alright, each site has its own bathrooms, with a water heater or a donkey, which worked an absolute treat last night. It was quite chilly, so yeah, quite happy with that. But let me show you guys. Showers, basin for dishes, and just on the other side you have 2 toilets and your basin for brushing teeth and so forth. Alright, but I think it is time for a lovely cup of coffee, and before the the rain comes back, I think it's also time to send the drone up a little bit and to see what this place looks like from the sky. So stay tuned, and we'll do that in a minute or two. Plans for today is we are headed into NKASA RUPARA National Park. But first we're going to have a chilled morning at camp. We're going to make a brekkie here, and then after that we'll head in.
Alright, so what are we doing, love?
We are going into NKASA RUPARA National Park.
She had to look on the GPS
did.
what the name was.
I did. The name is very hard to pronounce and to remember. Please forgive me.
What do you think of our campsite?
Campsite is lovely. Very bushy.
Very
here
rustic.
In this part of Namibia, as to the part where there's only desert. So it's a nice surprise because
Yeah.
the last time we were in Namibia, it was only desert, which was also very beautiful. But this is the other type of beautiful that they have.
Yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll again share all of the links for the places we've gone and going to and so forth in the description below, so you guys can check it out, and then you can check out the location where we are at the moment. And because we're in the panhandle of Namibia in the Caprivi strip, we're basically just 50 to 100 kilometers north of Botswana, so we are not far north of the entire Okavango Delta.
That's why it's so green.
That's why it's so green here, and that's also why it's so lush with so many trees and so many bushes and in this area, because
but
we're getting very close to the delta.
It's beautiful here though.
But yeah, we're gonna go for our little game drive now, and we're gonna see what we can find.
Hopefully we find some
Hopefully
animals.
loads.
It's hot now outside.
It is getting
In
nice and
terms,
warm.
Of yesterday's rainstorm. But
Yeah, it's a nice change. But yeah, we'll chat to you guys along the way.
How's the park so far, love?
I really like this little park.
A lot of piggies.
Loads and loads
Pumbas.
and loads of warthogs. Then we've seen some impalas, and we've seen some letres now, and we've seen a couple of hippos, because we are driving right next to the Senyati River at the moment. So yeah, quite a lot of nice game. We haven't seen any elephants or any big game yet, but it's still a nice drive. It's a park I've never been to personally.
And I was personally also excited to see the letres because they're not in South Africa.
Yeah, so it's something different. It's always nice to explore a place you don't know. Ooh.
And it's a bit bumpy.
That little piece was a bit bumpy. So all of this is part of the Senyati floodplain. So if you come in the right time of year, there's going to be a lot of water here. But for us in December, the river is flowing, but the floodplains aren't full. So yeah, if you come here in the wet, I think it's going to be a fun time in a car. But awesome little park, really, really cool little park. So after returning from NKASA RUPARA National Park, we popped back into Rupara Rest Camp, explored a little bit, had a walk around, went to the main lodge area where they had a beautiful setup with a swimming pool, dining area, and just had a little walk around. From there we also went back to camp, had a couple of cold ones, played some 30 seconds, and then witnessed the amazing sight of flying ants or termites coming out the ground, shedding their wings and flying off into the sunset before having a lovely dinner.
All right, good morning, everyone. It is 7:30 in the morning now. We are packing up. We are headed to Ngepi this morning. Very sad to leave Rupara behind with this beautiful nature here, but on to the next adventure we go. At Ngepi is about 300 k's away from here, still in Namibia, and I'm very excited as we get to swim in the croc pool for this one that's coming up. So stay tuned.
All right, we are back on the tar. Have to admit, this little road from Rupara back to the tar road, a lot less eventful than it was 2 days ago, with the sun having been out the last couple of days. It's actually quite boring. It was quite fun going in, and now it was just a dry road coming out. But anyway, thankful for the sunshine. The batteries were starting to get a little bit low with the clouds we had in Botswana and the first day in Namibia and so forth. So thankful for the sunshine. We should be able to get everything fully charged with the solar panels today, if the weather stays like this. But it seems like this time of the year, afternoons, the storms build and build and build. But yeah, Ngepi, here we come. Croc pool, here we come. What do you have to say, my love?
I'm excited.
Are you excited? Alright. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. So the one thing of all of the modifications we've done to our little caravan in the first, we've had it now 8 months, 9 months, something along those lines. One of the best modifications we've done is to put in two 100 amp lithium iron phosphate batteries, and then we went with a Victron charging system. The nice thing about the Victron is, I don't do it when driving, but Elska does, is I can check my batteries on my cell phone while we are moving. I can see what state of charge they are in, how much amps the solar panel is putting out, and all of those sorts of things. So that's really, really cool, and it's a brand that I will definitely keep supporting in future projects of a similar nature.
No Wi-Fi needed.
No Wi-Fi needed, just works over Bluetooth. So I think if the batteries were further back in the caravan, I probably wouldn't be able to connect to it, because I don't think the signal would have been too great. But for us, this actually works really, really well. As you can see, it's connecting, but it gives you a live feed of what your solar panel is doing and everything like that. So really, really cool and handy to have. We have arrived at Ngepi Camp. What do you think so far? Very bushy.
But I love it. It's like a maze.
Yeah. Okay, they sell bundles of wood, clearly.
Oh, it's pretty.
daar spring hulle in die krop.
It's croc pool time. Are you excited?
Yes, but also nervous.
Nah, we'll be okay.
Nee, wat die kinders van. Ons sal find this man.
Jij was fucking level 8. Nee, zij was in level 8.
Spring, hy sê as jy spring.
Ja, seker maar spring. Nee, jy voel maar onder. Die koud. Ek sê seker so nee, hy's warm.
Dis lekker.
Wat water.
Ja, is lekker.
Ek neem maar hy staan so op 3 meter.
Nee, jij weer.
Jy spring. 1 2 3.
All right, that was. What was that?
Interesting.
That was an experience. If you ever stay at Ngepi, do not miss the chance to swim in the croc pool. The water is much nicer than I thought it would be. It's sort of like lukewarm even. It's not cold. But yeah, very, very cool experience. A little bit of a weird and dodgy experience because like the cage in the river itself is made out of rebar. So there's quite a bit of holes and stuff in between, which makes me think don't put your fingers and stuff through. But no, awesome experience. You can see the hippos in the river while you're swimming and all of that. So really, really cool. Oh, what an amazing first evening we are having at Ngepi Camp. We've got the little fire going, all set up under a big, looks like a thorn tree. And then we have got the most beautiful of sunsets going at the back here. We got a black cuckoo singing in the trees. My brother and I tried catching a couple of tigers this afternoon. No luck yet. We shall try again tomorrow. Stunning view from the campsite. But that just sums it up. Good morning, everyone. What a lovely morning we've had so far here at Ngepi Camp. Very, very special place. Plan of action for today is basically just to chill at camp. We're having a rest day because tomorrow we are headed back into Botswana. We're heading towards Kaziikini. And we are driving the notorious Mount Shikawi road, so we think it's going to be a bit of slow going tomorrow. So we're having a nice rest today, and then tomorrow big day back into Botswana. But yeah, loving Ngepi, very, very cool place. My only gripe at the moment is I'm still not sure quite how it works, but the power went off at about 10 o'clock last night. And if you planning to have electricity somewhere, then it's nice to have electricity, and we weren't informed that it was going to go off, and it's only coming back at 10 this morning. So yeah, we didn't quite plan for that. I left the fridge and the bakkie running
on 12 volts the entire night, thinking it'll be fine because we're gonna have electricity to charge in the morning. But yeah, that didn't quite happen. But anyway, all good. We will survive. Not gonna lie, we have had a very interesting holiday rain-wise. Alright, so this little storm has been building for quite a long time now, and now has arrived. And of course Elska is in the loo. Oh, here she comes. Hi. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, literally just finished our breakfast and now it's bucketing down. So that for us, me, nap time. I have to admit, Ngepi is kinda on top of the bathroom game. This is Toilets of Eden. But this one definitely my favorite. Gents on this side, ladies on that side. So when you come in, everybody sort of joins it, meets each other here, and then into the loo you go. His and hers. And what I find really cute about this is the separation. The ladies get pretty lights. That's what the men get. The ladies get a tiled floor and a basin. Men get cement floor. And then the men's toilet seat is even locked up. Who comes up with these things? Brilliant ideas though. Loving it.
Alright, unfortunately it is time to leave. Very sad to take our stuff and leave here, as it is beautiful here and you can hear the hippos right next to the river. I told Ari this morning it sounds like we are camping in Jurassic Park because of the hippos. But yeah, unfortunately we have to go, move on. We headed to Kaziikini today, so goodbye to Ngepi. We will see you again.
Alright, we are back in Botswana. We've successfully made it through the Namibian border without much hassle. Bit of a challenge on the Botswanan side this time around. For some reason, when we entered Botswana the first time initially, they didn't register our caravan for import taxes and that sort of purposes, so I had to pay for the caravan twice now, but that's fine. Everything is sorted at least. And then because we're going from north to south in Botswana, they are wanting to check all of the fridges, which we opened for them. They were quite happy with that. We are restocking in Maun anyway today, so the fridges are pretty much empty. Not carrying anything illegal with us.
Good morning all. So we arrived at Kaziikini probably about 5:30 yesterday afternoon. It was a day and a half. So we didn't do much filming yesterday afternoon because as soon as we got here, kind of realized that I completely forgot to turn the charger on in the caravan, so our batteries were completely dead, or at least, well, they're on 20%. So it was a bit of a struggle and an up and down to get everything set up and the freezer emptied and put into my folks' freezer and stuff like that, so that we can at least go the night. And now today we are throwing every single solar panel at at the batteries in the caravan, so hopefully we can get it full again by this afternoon. Stupid mistake, a rookie mistake I should say, but anyway, these things happen. It's all part of the adventure. Alright, but anyway, here we are. This is our little campsite. To admit, not a lot of shade, but very, very pretty, very wild. It is literally about 10 kilometers before the Moremi entrance gate. As you can see, Honey Badger was here last night. He tipped over the bins and so forth, so lekker. But yeah, no, today is solar panel day. Plan for action is we are headed into Moremi Game Reserve later, probably about 9 o'clock. We're gonna make a breakfast in the reserve, and then spend the heat of the day driving around there, because there is absolutely no shade here. I think that is probably the wiser idea, spending it under the air conditioning. Also, there seems to be, every place we've gone, a different insect has made its mark, and this time round we have got flies. flies, like you can't believe. I swallowed one just now. So yeah, that's always fun. But let me give you a quick tour of the loos. Basin. Shower. Very nice showers. We had a lovely hot shower last night after all of the sweating of setting up camp. It was incredibly hot and humid when we arrived here, so not a lot of filming was done, and I do apologize. And then the toilets. So yeah, there's one on this side, and then there is another on that side. Alright, so they've got these little solar lights that you can click on in the evenings for your shower. And then of course, what has become sort of a standard in Botswana, where there is loads of elephants, is rebar in concrete to keep them away from ablution blocks, because they can be very destructive coming after water.
We are on our way to enter the national park.
Yeah, we are on our way to MOREMI National Park, which coincidentally is probably the part I've been most excited for the entire holiday. This is my favorite place on earth. I love the MOREMI, I love the Delta, I love everything that comes with it. So I am very, very excited to show this to Elska because it'll be her first time in the Delta, or well, in MOREMI.
Yeah.
So hopefully all goes well. It's raining again, so our solar panels are not doing the greatest of work.
Shame,
But
mate. They try.
yeah, they're trying, but at least we're having a great time while doing it, and it's towards the end of our holiday, so the fresh stuff and meat and so forth is getting less and less, so there's not too much of a hassle. Look at this pretty lady. Alright, we've just gone through the entrance gate to MOREMI National Park. We are headed for Third Bridge. Should be able to make it on to Third Bridge on time and back again. And then we'll see what our time looks like. Maybe we'll go past Kakanaka and come that route back around. But super excited. It is lush green here. We were chatting to the people in the office just now. They said they had quite a dry season. So the Delta itself isn't up high that much, but there's a lot of rainwater around on the roads and so forth. So they just warned us to be really careful and to look where other people have gone through and so forth, so we don't end up getting ourselves into trouble. But yeah, here we are, here we go, super excited. So my love, what do you think of MOREMI so far?
It's very wet.
I heard that.
Did you hear the thunder?
Thunder?
It's very wet, but it's raining today. Also, a lot of animals, eh? We see a lot of them, which is great. Passing by some folks. The trailer got loose as well. So the trailer got so loose because of all the pools that and the water collected of all the rain. So it's a wet one.
we are in the MOREMI in the wet, and it's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, but you gotta be really careful with depth and stuff like that, because drowning your vehicle in this place is not ideal, because you're at least 100 kilometers from Maun, which is the nearest closest town. These people are just stopping, telling us which one to go because it's wet up front. So yeah. But let's go, let's do it.
Okay, Ari's dad got stuck for a bit, but he's reversing. Luckily he can get out without us needing to quickly get a tow on the go, so the engine doesn't get water, hey? Okay, this was a close call.
Wat het hulle gesê?
Hulle het gesê hou reg. As jy na daai spore kyk,
Okay.
Daar, my engel, daar loop iets by die bonnet uit.
Dis maar net die engine wat bietjie warm kry. Ag, net stoom.
Alright, we're gonna attempt it. From the other side, hopefully we are fine. Damn, okay. Gaan engel. Yes. Oh! Oh!
Ja, nie hou regs.
It was a bit slip and slide, but we made it through, luckily. Okay, so we have a line now that's working. Hopefully your dad gets through. Let's pray. Luckily our Ford is the best.
I wouldn't say it's about that. I think it's tires. The fact that we have these BFG KO2s on and my dad's on just straight road tires that the car came with from the factory makes a very, very big difference. Yeah, so these things happen. That's literally before that puddle we were saying you got to be really, really careful in Moremi, especially if it's raining like it is raining currently. Don't be brave, just be sensible. Daar's 'n stompie aan die linkerkant, check hom net pa. And then these things make the world of difference as well. Being in communication with each other, quickly being able to say, listen, I'm stuck, come back, help me, before water gets into the car, and all of those kinds of things is vital. It's very, very important. But yeah, this is awesome. It's an experience. I don't think we're gonna see Kakanaka today. I think we'll just reach Third Bridge and then probably come back. What do you think, my love?
This is a bit rough for me.
The rain.
I'm completely stressed out. The puddles we are crossing are big and deep.
They are big and they are deep, but they have a nice sandy base so far. Just that one that my dad got stuck in, and then there was one that was a little bit deep where the water sort of started coming over the
bonnet.
monkey's bonnet. But yeah, it's not that bad. It's just I would like for it to stop raining now. Because all of the puddles we're driving in is just getting deeper and deeper because of this torrential downpour. But I don't know, you guys can probably tell I am loving this. This is my idea of the perfect day.
What would the Aussies say?
Frothing.
You are. This is what?
I'm frothing.
You are frothing.
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing it correctly?
No.
Oh, okay. I tried.
Froth.
All the Australians, please
Yes.
excuse me.
What's happening here, my love? Lunch break.
Yeah.
Bit of a rushed lunch break. We are a tiny bit behind schedule, but all is okay. We made it to here safely, which is the important part.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind. Get on board. We're soaring on top of
Alrighty, ladies and gents, we have packed up at Kaziikini community campsite. Sad morning yet again, but anyway, all good things have to come to an end. It is 8:15. We've just hit the road. We are headed for KHAMA Rhino Sanctuary today, where we will be spending just one night before going home. So tonight will definitely be our last evening on holiday and in Botswana before heading back to South Africa. But yeah, big stretch today, almost 500 kilometers, and yeah, we'll see you when we get there.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just
Just when we thought we were done with the mud, there's some more.
Last bit.
Last little bit of mud and gravel for this holiday. Well, that being said, the road back to the border post was that last piece of gravel. But anyway, we made it to KHAMA Rhino Sanctuary. We are in campsite number 9. Yeah, let's see what it looks like. It's going to be a very plain, very quick setup this afternoon. It's been another hectic long day on the road. Get some dinner in us and probably an early evening to hit the road back home early tomorrow morning.
always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure. But one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours.
My love. What's happening?
It's the last day of our trip and it's raining again. I think the rain's following us.
The rain's following somebody in this convoy and we're not
No.
sure who.
No.
But yeah, well, we're just starting to relax quite nicely here at KHAMA. And when we turn our backs, like, oh shoot, big clouds coming. For now, only a drizzle. Look how pretty though. And then we had to jump and everybody had to start setting up awnings.
Yeah, we were
Because we were lazy this afternoon. We sort of just did a half a setup because we're leaving early tomorrow morning. But yeah, here we are. Full setup done. Only 5 minutes longer.
Ja, smelt net ons kaas. Weet jy hom? Okay.
Alrighty guys, we've just finished setting up camp here at KHAMA Rhino Sanctuary. Lovely campsite. Got a little bit of rain last night, and then this morning we woke up and it was bucketing. So for the first time this holiday, even with all of the rain we've had to set up camp in the rain. But it's been a blast. It's amazing how your teamwork sort of comes out once you start getting wet, and it's unpleasant and you just want to get things done. But anyway, so I'm gonna jump through the shower now before we hit the road. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this Botswana Namibia series of ours. We had a blast making it, and please give us a like, give us a share, subscribe to the channel so we can make more of these videos for you guys. We really do enjoy making them. And yeah, hopefully we can come to Botswana again sometime soon. Cheers!
Pa, dank jy dit bekend. Ek wou dit al 3 keer in die kar sê. Ons het iets in ons kar gesit wat piep gemaak het. Wat is dit? Hoe kon julle dit doen? Ek dink jy gaan 'n bietjie maler raak. Wat is dit? Wat is dit?
Dan neem ik een PCM of een PCB. Dan zit een klein PC-boordje met een batterijtje in. Als je hem aanzet, dan maak hij randomly een piep geluid elke.
Wat het eers aanpas gehad?
Onnormaal ziek.
Nou maar weet hem, zet hem aan.
Hij
geloos.
het voor ons gereden en ons het hem aangelost.
Dit was 3-4 keer al op my punt my tong om te sê, JD, het jy iets in die kar gesit wat?
Dat was Broers idee.
Wat was die eerste ene?
Gelykie.
Ek was die hele trip so op.
Daai een. Dit was die eerste een en toe werk het toe met Jerry hulle omstel.
Dat is een kriek gepluk.
Ek het geweet. Ek het dit beloof op my eerwoord ek geweet dis julle. Ek gedink dis JD.
Dat is mijn idee.
Broers idee.
Okay. Julle is nou gatte.
Okay.
Dankie vir die lekker drip.
Dankie vir julle